What's up, everybody? David Nola here with Stevens Elite
Vacations.
Vacations. I think we should change the name.
What?
Trippin' Travelers. Kind of like Trippin' Travelers.
Trippin'. I thought that name was already taken.
I don't know. We're going to look at that. We'll Trippin' Travelers. All right. Today we're going to talk about I want to say pros and cons of a cruise versus a resort, because there's really no cons whichever one you take. But we're going to talk about 5 differences between a cruise and resorts when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about 5 differences in a cruise versus a resort. But before we get into that, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Click that button down there. I know it's on there. I put it there. Do that for me. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers somewhere. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, remember, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to eat the world's hottest donut. I'm looking forward to it. All right. All right, world's hottest donut. All right. First off, if say we're going to compare a 7-day versus like staying at a resort for a week versus a 7-day cruise. Okay, so we got a good comparison. All right. Number one. All right.
Number one.
Nope. Number one. All right. We're not no particular order here, but
Countries.
Countries. Yes. Countries or locations. Right. So if you go to a resort, you're at that one location. Okay, so say you go to a resort in Jamaica or Mexico, you're going to be at that one location the whole time you're there. All right, it's going to be beautiful. You're going to love it. Okay, when you take a cruise, you got part of the time on the ship. So usually if it's a 7-day cruise, you got 3 days at sea and then 3 stops most of the time. Sometimes you have 4 stops, but most of the times you have 3 stops. And then the other day is technically a half day to get on the ship, half day to get off the ship. So we're not even going to count that. So we're going to go 6 days on these, right? So you have the you potentially go to 3 different countries, okay, 3 beautiful places, or you're on the ship for the other 3 days. So you're either stuck in a beautiful location all week, got a beach, do what you love. The other route on a cruise, 3 different stops, and then plus you're on the ship the other 3 days. So
Yes.
so it's pretty fun. All right, what's next?
Food options.
Oh, we're gonna talk about food, right?
Love some food.
Loves food. Now, we've been to a resort. We've been on a bunch of cruises. Okay, I will tell you this: we put on the pounds on the cruise because you pretty much have food 24/7,
Yes.
anywhere you want, anytime you want. Right? With the resort, at least the one we were at, they had breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
No snacks.
No snacks yet. You could go buy snacks. Could you buy snacks? I don't even know if you could buy snacks.
I don't think you could buy snacks.
I don't think you could. Maybe we had our own snacks. There was. Let me back up.
We did have our own snacks.
There was one place. It was 24-hour pizza. They did have 24-hour pizza by the pool.
Oh
Yes, they did. But you didn't feel like the food was always there. You didn't feel
You
like
had
food
to
was always.
wait.
Yeah, and you had to wait and everything. But so we only ate our breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and so we actually did not. I mean, the last cruise we went on, I put on 7 pounds. So anyway, and on average on a cruise, you put on about 1 pound a day that you're on there is what the average is. It all comes off pretty quick, right? Mine was off within 2 weeks. It was all off, right? Just back to normal. It was off 2 weeks. So, so it's the food. You got all these options on food when you're on the cruise ship. You're on the resort. You have fantastic food. A lot of times the food at the resort maybe a little bit nicer and better than the cruise ship food, but you know, it's just not constantly in your face, so you're not constantly wanting to eat, so you're probably not going to gain a whole lot of weight.
But also
at the resort.
with the food, you on the cruise, you can try things that you've never tried before.
Yeah, you can try things
without guilt.
Yeah, they have that. You probably did that on the resort if they had something like frog legs on there. Okay.
I don't know that I have those, but it's okay.
All right, what's next?
Weather.
Weather, yes. So at our resort, we went in October. It rained every day. and it rained hard a couple of days. Like we were stuck.
Inside.
Yes, and that was not fun. The rest of the time it was beautiful, but it was in October, which we were down in the Jamaica, so it was it was that time of the year where they get the rainiest season, right? We've been on cruises in October and rarely hit rain. The cruise ship will actually go around the storm if it can. It'll go around the storm. Now I think we run into bad weather or a little bit of rain in the morning one time, but before we got off the ship, it was already over. So we've never run into bad weather on the cruise ship. Rain where it was actually raining where we really couldn't do anything. So
not during the day, at nighttime though.
Yeah, at night I think it
like
rained a couple times.
On the Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Remember we were sitting in the hot tub and you could see the rain.
Yeah, you could see the rain a little bit, but it was we really didn't feel it. But
didn't feel it, but
that was kind of neat. But yeah, so weather, you're stuck. You can't go anywhere else. You know, they'll find something for you to do, but cruise ship tends to most of the time can get around the weather. So, all right, what else?
Adults only.
Yes. So there aren't very many adult-only cruises. I think Virgin has maybe an adult-only cruise.
Celebrity,
yeah.
Princess mainly has more adults than children.
Yeah, but not adults only. It's just a higher end cruise, and like the Alaskan cruise is a little bit higher end, so people tend to not take their kids on those. Carnival is the fun ship. It's going to have kids galore,
everywhere.
Kids everywhere.
Which we love kids.
Yeah, we like kids. Don't get me wrong.
Sometimes when we travel alone, we don't really want to be around kids.
The resort, you have resorts that have kids, but there are way more resorts than there are cruises, and so you can find a resort that's adults only, no kids, right? So you don't have to worry about kids running around, you know, and you can just be around grown-ups the whole time, right? And a lot of people like that, and I mean, we personally like that too. So there are a lot more options for adult only resorts than there are cruises. So. What else?
The last thing is the prices.
Prices, yes. You are probably going to pay more for a resort than you are a cruise, depending. Now, just like with cruises, you have Carnival, and then you have like Royal Caribbean. It's going to be a little more expensive, and then all the other ones. You know, a lot of the other ones are even more expensive than that. Royal Caribbean and Carnival are not that far off, especially if you get on the bigger ships. And the same thing with the resorts. Some of the resorts are pretty cheap, but you pay for what you get, right? You're going to pay a little more for the higher end resorts, but in general, you're going to pay more for the resorts than you are. And plus, you're probably going to have to fly to the resort. It's going to cost you. You're going to have a passport if you're going to a resort. Versus on the cruise, you technically don't have to have a passport as long as it's a closed loop. That's in another video. Check one of the other videos. It's over there. I maybe can link it. I don't know. But anyway, so there are a little bit more expenses. You have to fly out. You'll have to have a passport. You fly into another country, you're going to have a passport. And there's some other things you're going to have to deal with as well. So like
visas.
Yeah, like visas.
If you go to certain countries.
Yeah. Also with that price is at the resorts, if you are if you like to drink alcohol, the resorts, a lot of times that is included. On the cruises, that's an extra fee. I believe Carnival is like it's like $57 to $60 a day per person. So if you're doing a 7-day, what's that? $800 maybe $800. So
between 8 and 9.
Yeah. So if you're not a drinker, or if you don't drink a lot, then you don't need that, and you know that's going to cut down on the price. On average, you could probably take a cruise for about half the price of a resort. Now, with that being said, if you drink, you get the Cheers package, that's going to tack on a little bit, and the excursions are going to tack on even more. We tend to spend more on a cruise ship than we do at the resort. They actually have free excursions at the resort. Yes. Some of the things free, and you have a beach. You go on a cruise, you go to the beach. A lot of times you got to pay to go to the beach as well, pay for a taxi and all that stuff. So those are difference in prices. Anything else that you can think of right off the bat?
Nope, I think that was about it.
If you guys have anything that you want to share, ask. Put it in the comments. We'll try to answer it if you got any questions or anything like that about them. Once again, she's a travel agent. She can put you on a cruise. She can put you on a resort. She can handle all that stuff. Stevens Elite Vacations. Look her up on Facebook. You can look up her Facebook. Is it Darmaine?
Darla.
It's Darla. She's my wife. I should know this, right? But it's Darla on Facebook. So Darla Stevens on Facebook. Look her up. And that's it. Anything else?
Nope.
Don't forget, check us out. Check all the other videos out. We're trying to 1,000 subscribers. That hot donut. No milk. No milk. I'm doing this.
Okay.
No milk. None. That's it.
That's it. Go see the world.
Go see the world. See you.
You being salty? Oh.